Ellington dishes to Johnson. Over Durant.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Here's Westbrook. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And D.R. Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team. And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Outside Westbrook. There's a screen by Cantor. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. And it's Sloan with the rebound. You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Clark, hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked Waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench.
And Young, here we go. Ellington, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And that one falls for Ellington. Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Utah Jazz.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Here's Young. Can't hit. Excellent D from Cantor.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Westbrook missing again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Lopez passes to Johnson. Back to Lopez. Johnson against Westbrook. Lopez outside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And he gets it to go.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Thunder trailing by 5. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. The pass to Durant. Young with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. Here's Johnson. They get it again.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
It's Durant with the drive. Ibaka wide open. He fires. His 3-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 5. Here's Sloan. Kicks it to Young. Stolen by Cantor. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Durant's got the ball.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level, and Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Looking at the last game for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was a loss to the Jazz in Utah.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
4 on the shot clock. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Off target with his 3.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Durant sends it back.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Got that one up quick. And it's 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Adams' shot is off. The Nets with the lead. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kev, I caught up with Coach Billy Donovan. He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Larkin kicks to Bargnani. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Nets. Durant kicks to Collison. Pass to Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Payne. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Here's Larkin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Picked by Bargnani. Larkin kicks to Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Nets making a switch here. Reed's checked in. There's the pick. Shot off the pick. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Durant's got 5 now.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Bogdanovich. Reed a screen on Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Nets. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's 1:38 left here in the first quarter. Right side Durant. Dishes to Collison. Shoots off a screen. Here's Adams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got 5 now.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here's Larkin. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. Kevin Durant, number 1.
And with the kind of defense he plays, it really gives his team someone to lean on at that end of the floor.
Well, he's got a big effect on their interior defense, too. I mean, so often we see him prevent penetration by coming up with a steal as the ball handler makes a move inside. He does a nice job impacting the ball in those situations. He's got an excellent pair of active hands.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Well, you know, the Nets were able to sneak into the playoffs as the 8th seed last year. Had some good wins against the Western Conference, and that really was a big boost for them getting to the postseason.
Here's Larkin. Inside. Here's Bargnani. Here's Reed. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Nets were just under 500 against the Western Conference last season. In the East, that is a very respectable mark.
I mean, how about they were actually better against the West than the East a season ago. Their win percentage against the Western teams was narrowly better than games against the East.
Not much to complain about for Brooklyn fans with the Nets' road play last year. Looked pretty much the same as they did at home.
And Kevin, that can cut both ways. I mean, the Nets were 19-22 on the road, exactly the same record they had at Barclays.
So it's Brooklyn now, following Durant's 3-point attempt. Larkin dishes to Bogdanovich. Pass to Bargnani. It's taken away by Collison. The Thunder have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
So he gets them both. Eight seconds left to play in the first quarter. Larkin kicks to Reed. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Nets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And both free throws good for Reed. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
he trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make